is mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to him.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down it for 32.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy because of his frame. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Rifles it down the middle. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Working that left side now. And he will score! Touchdown, Oregon! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Eagles offense has its first opportunity of the day. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock, old school, two of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defenses now, like, they know the challenge. They know these guys are going to tote it. They got to be physical, committing guys to the box, not letting these running backs have success today.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Fires to the right. And it's incomplete on third down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback extends the play. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what...
And that pass intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Eastern Michigan going fast. Back to throw, it's Morton. He's got the back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Offense in the hurry up.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
He's going to throw deep right side. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safe, and everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. At the 40, there he goes. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Open space at the 25. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Ducks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks! Please, seriously, what do you do against this guy? He is everything you want in a quarterback.
And you can prepare for him all week, and you can put a wide receiver and quarterback to be scout team, but you just can't replicate a guy that can buy time, scramble around, break tackles, and then all of a sudden chuck the ball down the field and make you pay. Just too elite of a playmaker. You just got to find a way to get him on the ground early when you get those opportunities.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU is running away with things right now, and you just know Mike the Tiger is loving this offense today. They're up by 21 over North Texas.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive.
We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punch cover unit. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. He wants to throw. Looking to scramble. Makes the grab on the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Looking left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the seconds. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Give to the back. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. using his legs to buy some time. Hit as he throws. Reels it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. Throw might not. But this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rank it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than
and the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one.
Lost one deep down the right side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a jump. Huge gain there.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He finds his man. Dances away again. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he's going to run it back. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. On first down, here comes this offense. To the ground with the back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Offense facing fourth down.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll try to pick up the first. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, oh, they're just going to draw me offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second. But you can tell they had a plan ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He'll try to do it himself. It's caught downfield. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He'll take the deep shot. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Offense getting set for 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Eastern Michigan going fast. Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game. They had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. On the way, and you betcha, a 59-yard field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by just 2 over Ohio State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio.
Unloads it downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pulls it in on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Give to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt.
Eastern Michigan.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Eugene as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. They're trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looking for a block. It's Morales. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. They'll try the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Give him 114 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. He's looking to throw it. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back in the coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some... that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Got his man on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, the inside give. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Handoff to the single running back. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
They'll go to the ground. Jumped on top of the pile.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where third down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. They'll give it to the back. At the 20, he's got space. And they swarm him under. This offense has a second down play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Got his man in the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
On second down, wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. And the Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're getting in front of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Ohio State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to throw. It's Morton. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd down, going up top. Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Running back searching for a hole. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Now the play fake. He looks that one in nicely. A 3rd and long coming up here. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Gets it out fast. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Ball in the air, intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The give to the tailback. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Got his man quickly. Finds a crease at the 20. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
The throw. Snags it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. I mean, they got nothing on the last snap. Let's see if they try to throw it in on 3rd and goal from the 1. He's looking to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Oregon.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Powers forward. Touchdown, Ducks! And the pummeling has started. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Using the quick game. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Eagles are on the move.
First down for the offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. Got the back over the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Eastern Michigan has moved into the red zone. He wants to pass it on second down. Works the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He's going to pass. Coming after it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to their running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
And he's brought down after a nice game. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. handoff. Keep working on that clock. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
He'll run it again. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to a running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning a ball game.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. After the run, now to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Buys a little extra time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop. Creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the pole.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Pocket starts to go. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week of practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. He'll try to feel the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.